Hello everybody, it is me, Gung Studio, and today I've come to make an announcement, and this has to do with Stone Age Strangers. At least one of the things I'm about to talk about has to do with Stone Age Strangers, the indie animated show I'm creating. And then the other things have to do with some other projects, or a new project I'm also making alongside with Stone Age Strangers. So, so about Stone Age Strangers, so I just want to make this very, 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 very clear. I'm not canceling Stone Age Strangers. I still want to do the show. I just don't know when it's going to happen. And what I mean by that is, just recently, with just, some personal things, I'm going through, and, just some, other things, school, since I am still in school right now, and, and I'm just trying to deal with all that right now, it's just been really hard for me to really try and do the show. And just because as of right now, I have been the only one actually trying to animate these characters and, design these characters. And it's just been really hard trying to do that. I mean, there are other people that have been helping with this show. There are, people who, already who have already did their lines for the characters for the show. And, But for the most part, I'm really doing everything. I am voicing the main character. I'm writing, I'm directing, I'm animating, designing, and And because this is an animated series, I'm not the best at animating, and I'm not the best at drawing or designing characters. But, what was I gonna say? It's just a lot for me to handle, for one person to handle. And even though I have been doing this channel for a year and I've done a lot of content for this channel, a lot of you have, of course, seen the projects I've made in the past. You've seen all the little mini series I have made and the little, short films I've made. And it does take a lot of work. It is a lot for me to handle, for one person to handle, but I can still do it. I can still do all the stop motion stuff. I can still do, the Transformers movies and the Godzilla series I have made in the past. And those were all just me. I've done all of those all by myself. No help, nobody else. All just me. But when it comes to a indie animated series, and a lot of this has to be done by drawing and animating, it's a lot for one person to handle. And it's just, like I said, I still want to do this series. Like I said, this isn't me saying I'm going to cancel the series. I still want to do this. I've already written an entire script for a whole season of this show. And and I love what I've done with the story. I really loved what I did. And I still want to show this to the world. I still want to show people what I've done and what I can do as a storyteller and a director and a voice actor. But it's just, right now, to do an animated series is just really not the best time. And I just want to say, I don't know when the show is gonna happen. I mean, I've already done some things. You've already all seen my little analog horror short film, which is based off this series. But that is the best I could do. And although I liked what I did there, it still wasn't the best. It was, if I'm being honest, that video was more of like it was more of a test, like a test run of what I could do. It was more of a little test, a little, like a prototype of what I want the show to possibly look like, rather than it being the final product of this series of what it's gonna look. And yeah, I mean, I came out somewhat satisfied with the way it looked, but also, I was kind of meh about it. But hey, I mean, some of y'all liked it, some of y'all watched it, but yeah, but I was okay with how it came out. And yeah, and then just the way I felt, it just didn't really make me confident really that much in what else I was gonna do with me and me alone just animating this whole thing, because I've already did animate the first like 50 seconds of the pilot for the show, but yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really that satisfied with the way it looked and the way even I performed as the character Angelo, the main character of the show. But yeah, but like I said, this isn't me canceling the show. I still want this to happen in some way. I don't know if it's gonna be animated anymore, but I do want to say I still want this show to happen. I just don't know when it's gonna happen, but yeah, I still want it to happen, but just don't know when and if it's even gonna be animated. But we'll see. I'll just see wherever God takes me. I'll just see what happens in the future. But as of right now, I still want to do stuff for the channel. I still want to do some short films. I've already just finished a script for a new a new short film I'm going to be making. And yeah, and it's an action figure flick. It's gonna be just like, the past videos I've made, with the Transformers figures, the Godzilla figures. There's gonna be something similar to that. And yeah, and it's going to be a Fnaf movie. Yeah, so recently the Fnaf movie 2 just came out, and a lot of people are liking it. A lot of people are disliking it. Me? I loved it. Yeah, in case none of y'all know, I am a huge fan of the franchise. I mean, I've done some sort of FNAF related things in, some of my short edits I've made in the past, but I never really represented, how much of a fan I am of the franchise. But, I'm a huge fan of it. I've been a fan of the franchise for 5 years, I think. 6 years, 5 or 6 years, but yeah, I've been a huge fan of the franchise for a while. I've played a lot of the games. I know the whole lore, and yeah, and I've watched the movie the day it came out, because I did not want any spoilers. And yeah, I love the movie. It was great. As a FNAF fan, it was just an amazing experience. Since I wasn't able to see the first movie in theaters, I saw it the day it came out, but since it released both on Peacock and in theaters, I only watched it on Peacock the day it came out. It sucked. I wasn't able to see it on the big screen, but I knew I had to see this one on the big screen, and I did, and I loved it. And yeah, I know a lot of people are hating it, and I know even some FNAF fans are kind of disappointed with it. I personally really loved it. I thought they did a great job, and with just, making this for the fans. And yeah, sometimes I do kind of wish people who aren't fans of the franchise could enjoy it. I will say there were things in this movie I was a little confused, like with the main antagonist and what their plot was. yeah, I didn't really understand it. But I mean, not that I didn't understand what their motive was, but I was just kind of like confused on who really was, who really was behind the whole movie, like who's really behind everything in this movie. But as a FNAF fan, I could easily try and come up with my own theory on who was really in charge, who was really the mastermind. But at least for just a regular audience, a regular person, they wouldn't understand it and they wouldn't like it. So I could get why the normal person, the average Joe, would come out of this movie like, what the heck was this film? Like, what? But, but I personally really loved it. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought it was well done. I'm so looking forward to the next movie. It is going to be really awesome. I thought everybody in this movie did a good job. Me personally. But, But now I want to go into the FNAF fan film I'm making. And the title for the movie is going to be called, One Last Party. So the movie, is going to take place, if you're a FNAF, lore addict, you would know that in the second game, there was a killing spree at one of the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and it was done by William Afton, or the purple guy, the main villain of the franchise, or was the main villain of the franchise till they made it the main villain a freaking AI, but whatever. But anyways, so there was a killing spree at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and then it caused the place to close down for the day, but then there was a rich family that they booked a party at the place before the killing spree ever happened. So they were offering a lot of money to Fazbear Entertainment, and Fazbear Entertainment took that money. They took that offer and allowed them to have one last party at a place where murders, where people were just murdered. They really only care about the money. It's pretty sick. It's pretty fudged, but whatever. But this movie will take place after that event, after the killing spree, after the murders at the place. It'll make a lot more sense when you see the movie. I just finished the script, and I'm probably gonna make a few more edits to it, a few more tweaks, but I'm gonna start making an actual miniature pizzeria. Remember, this is gonna be like my other films with just action figures, not real people. I might get a few people who would probably be interested to possibly voice act in this. But, I'm going to start making a miniature pizzeria. I'll probably do some behind the scenes, on this. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I don't know when I'm gonna start filming. I'm gonna start building a set, and but I'm glad I made this announcement video because, sometimes I never make any posts on where I'm at, what I'm doing, because sometimes I make a couple of videos and then I just disappear, for 2 months or a month or even 4 months, but I'm glad I made this because I really wanted to just put it out there that I'm not canceling Stone Age Strangers. I still really want to do it. It's just right now I'm not really as passionate as how I was for this show when I first started, getting voice actors and people who would be on board for this show. But eventually I'm going to go back to Stone Age Strangers. I'm going to make it into something. I just don't know what it's going to be because I'm still really proud of the story I made for this show and just this amazing thing I made. But I'm just really proud of it. But just right now, making it into an animated show, for me, it just won't work. I just don't know. But yeah, and also it's also another thing where I actually been kind of, this is a weird, thing to say, but I would say like homesick. And what I mean by homesick, I kind of missed doing like action figure flicks with the movies I made, in the past with, Godzilla, Gamera, Transformers, all of that. I missed doing that, even though when I started making this show, when I started writing the scripts for it, it only been like a month. But, yeah, but I don't know. I've already got a little homesick, and I kind of missed just, going outside and missed making, bringing, just messing around with some figures and bringing these figures to life just by putting voices over them. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun, but also it could be annoying. But for the most part, I enjoy doing stuff like that because animating is a living hell. But props to all of you people who can just animate things just so well, because I'm not that very good at it. And that's why I just, right now, making an animated show just won't work for me. I mean, I still want to try and animate it, but just right now, I just can't. But anyways, props to all of you who can animate shows and just small little animations that look way better than my animations. But yeah, just props to all of you. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's all I really need to say. So Stone Age Strangers not getting canceled. It's still gonna happen, just don't know when or what it's gonna really be. And yeah, and then Fnaf movie 2, peak movie. Don't care if, everybody has their own opinions. I get it why you don't like it. But my personal opinion, and as a big Fnaf fan, I loved it. Yeah, probably my favorite movie of the year. And then making a Fnaf short film pretty soon. And I'm gonna start doing behind the scenes for that. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say. So thank you all for watching. And yeah, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.